It's recording pressure zone.
I ate too much.
You did eat too much. That was a yowl.
I'm going to take a nap.
This is going to be the nap podcast.
All naps.
We've been going a little too high energy lately, and we're going to take it down a bit.
Yeah, this is a mellow.
This is a slow jam podcast.
Yeah. You're going to hear a lot of deep breathing.
Speaking of slow, we're also sort of in crisis mode here because last episode was demonetized because I think we used a synonym for slow people too many times, which is not our fault.
It's a medical term.
It's a medical term because of the movie.
YouTube, read a book, read a medical journal, and realize that is a medical term from the 1870s.
I mean, what from the 1870s does not still completely hold true now? Not having light bulbs.
Not having light bulbs. Women shouldn't vote.
Women shouldn't vote.
Or drive. Or speak when not spoken to.
Well, the Quran says that women shouldn't drive.
That is true. Islam is the one true religion, and women shouldn't drive.
Yeah. Those are the two things I know. And now the two things you guys know.
And we probably just got demonetized.
Women shouldn't drive?
No, over Islam is the one true religion.
Ah, interesting.
Should we re-record the beginning?
No, I don't have another 90 seconds in me.
Yeah, that's true.
But like, that's not bad.
I don't know. I feel like it's risky in this climate, in this day and age,
In this economy?
in this part of the country, localized entirely in this living room.
Huh. Well, it'll be a fun experiment, first minute of the podcast. Look, human reviewer, it had been pretty chill between you and I the last few episodes up to the last one when we said a number of things and you still allowed them to be monetized, even without a review. But last one was auto demonetized, and then I requested a review, and the human reviewer deemed it still not fit for public consumption.
Not suitable for work.
Not suitable for work. They're calling it the nude tane of podcasts.
Oh!
Okay.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. So, I'm Scott, and that's true.
Howdy. Meowdy.
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 It's a slow jam. I made the beat, and we're calling it a slow jam.
What was the word you didn't say?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Human reviewer.
I said that yesterday I said something next to Flex, that I was like quoting something, and then I said, I'm like, and then a line I'm not allowed to say, and then he just looked at me, and I was like, you can say it.
Yeah, you want to say it?
I don't remember what it was.
You want to fill it in, Flex?
No, then he just threatened to lick my ass.
Yeah,
so.
he was on a real kick of that yesterday. Wonder if he can say "lick my ass" in the first 3 minutes.
Malcolm Flex, good guy.
Good guy.
Love him.
I wonder if he won the title yesterday.
I don't know. We left too early.
We left. We were at a show in Washington yesterday. A rare being on a show but not wrestling on a show.
Kind of liked it.
Wasn't bad.
Because we got to leave early, and my brains don't hurt today.
That's true. My brains feel okay.
Feel pretty good.
Yeah, as good as they're going to in this economy.
In this economy. Yeah. Syrian softballs on stuff. Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd.
Letterboxd, for those who are asking in the comments. What the Letterboxd is.
We are saying it within the first 5 minutes of the podcast.
In the first 5 minutes. I'm also, if I remember, putting it in the description for the YouTube. I even myself have used Letterboxd twice this week.
Woo!
One of which was for a funny review of Iron Claw that I thought of, and the other was directed at this. Hey, everyone who isn't N-word Cornwood. Oh no! Well,
accidental N-words. I love it.
Edward
Cornwood.
Look, it's your fault for both of your names almost being N-word. Your name is almost N-word.
Yep.
Edward Cornwood, recent member of the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@NotScottHenson. What Edward did was he went and he clicked join, and then he pledged a certain amount of money every month to give to us. So he's doing the right thing. He could have done a righter thing by pledging more money, but money is money, and we appreciate it. And then also in the comments, N-word request. I am doing it on purpose now because it's more fun, but requested that, not even requested, monetarily requested, said, I will pay if someone makes a letterboxd list of every movie they've done on the worst year of our lives, which is this podcast, which we are introducing at 5.5 minutes in, which
sometimes,
I think
sometimes also the news
is a new record, and sometimes also the news. So, which I feel was a dirty trick on N-word's part. It was a dirty N-word trick. And because he probably knows that. What are you chuckling at?
Oh, shout out to letterboxd follower of mine. Wash my coat, but don't get me wet.
It's a good name.
Pretty good.
I think Edward knows that if you request of me something autistic and listy, you know I'm going to do it. So I did it. So you can go to my letterboxd, not Scott Henson, same as most things, Twitter, this YouTube, and whatnot. And most importantly, paypal.me/not Scott Henson. And also paypal.me/SarianSoftPause if you want to know Drew's dark secrets.
I'm still waiting.
Still waiting. Clock's ticking. Eventually they'll stop being dark.
TikTok word I can't say.
TikTok, Edward. So I made the list. So every letterboxed loggable movie we have ever discussed on the podcast is there. The only things that aren't are TV episodes and a few YouTube videos, basically. But otherwise, everything is there. Even like really specific stuff that it's possible we were the only people who saw it.
Yep.
But I do recall you saying you'd pay for it. So pay for it. So pay for it, pig, is really what I'm saying. Also, on the topic of new YouTube members, we have another new YouTube member, Carl H. Thanks very much. I believe Carl H has contributed to the all request before. So thank you again for your continued support, as well as the rest of you. We're at 33 paying members right now, which is pretty good. I would love it. Whatever the push was that got us from like 26 to 31 or 32 really quickly. If we can do that again, if you're listening and you're not among those 33, just join. I guess you can do it at $5. If you're a man, you'll do it at $50, especially if you're a girl. You'll do it at $50. If you're a man or a girl, you'll do it at $50.
Are you a man and you're 40?
I'm a man and I'm 40. There's 5, 10, and 50. $10 up gets you the episodes early. 5 gets you the badges and emotes and all that. And 50 gets you little kisses from us every hour on the hour.
Oh, beef. I forgot we watched you several times. I'm just going through your list, and
there's definitely a few things on the list that were like, we watched that and talked about it on a public podcast.
There's a couple of things I didn't log because I didn't realize they were on there, and so now I'm logging them right now.
There you go.
Updating live as we go.
You can log out with your log out.
I will. You know what? I will.
Good.
Oh, Europa's on here?
Europa's on there, baby. I was very excited for it to be.
I'm not logging it.
Log it.
I don't know. I don't want people. I don't want people to see that I'm logging.
Leave a cool review.
No.
Did you log What Is a Woman?
Yeah, and the review. You can't actually read the reviews. You have to go to a person's actual page and go down to the reviews because I would assume they were too
hateful.
They were too hateful.
That's
it was on here though, right? Oh yeah, of course it is. I logged it.
What'd you rate it?
Well, if I could...
Did you give it 9 or 10?
If I could find where it was on the list. It's got to be towards the bottom of the all request, right?
Yeah, it was one of the last all requests. I think. What is a woman? What is your problem?
Me specifically? That I can't find where's a woman on that list.
I think that's just that's my like response movie to Matt Walsh.
What is a woman?
Why can't I find it either? I definitely...
It's there. I don't know if you put it on the list.
I gave Spider-Man XXX a porn parody is on there.
Sure did.
And the poster for it is pixelated.
I know. You can unpixelate the nudes, though.
What?
I gave What is a Woman half a star. It is currently sitting at no stars because it doesn't show the star ratings.
There's a lot of secrets.
When it says reviews, there's 0. Because you have to click on the person.
That's wild.
But yeah, like everyone. See, so like you go to everyone, there's nothing.
Yeah.
You go to you, it shows yours. It shows anything that, but then if you go people who've watched it and you click on it, then it'll give you the review. But yeah, you can't actually read the reviews. That's pretty wild.
Is it possible that it doesn't include, like, did you find it on my list or did you just search it?
I don't think it's on your list. I searched it.
I think it might not appear on the list, even though...
Very possible.
I added it?
Very possible.
Well, now this is fascinating. Now I'm going to see if I can live...
Now go back in and reload it.
Edit the list. And how do I
I love doing this on the pod. I think people really appreciate us. See, because they get to see a behind-the-scenes look at us doing the work.
Yeah, exactly. Edit entries. I'm a search for what is a woman. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, yeah.
It says it's...
Oh, it's there.
It's there.
It's next to Chappie.
It's just earlier.
Next to Chappie and between Chappie and Bad Boy Bubby.
Bad Boy Bubby was cool.
No. He was abusing cats, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
We don't support that.
But he had a...
we don't support that around here.
Poor upbringing. He didn't know any better.
Oh, so that means that he can do whatever the fuck he wants to a poor little kitty? No, get out of here.
No, I agree.
Get out of here.
I agree.
You're dead to me.
Just to be safe, we should probably... I guess hey, human reviewer, I'm saying we shouldn't say, let's nuke Australia. Just to be safe.
Well, we could have nuked Australia in like the 90s, and I think that would have been pretty good. Now I think they're a little bit better, although aren't they super weird about like porn there, and like they're not super progressive about same-sex marriage?
It's strange because they're liberal, but they're liberal in all the worst ways.
Yeah.
Like they're super pro censorship.
Yeah.
And then not liberal on like better social issues like gay marriage and stuff. It is legal there now, right? But it just became
I think it
last
just
week
became
or something.
Legal, yeah. And people are like not that thrilled about it because
because gays are getting married.
Well,
barf.
like, and the weird thing is, like,
just 2017.
I mean, that's still way more recently than it should be.
Than every other Western country.
The United Kingdom and Canada and Australia, like, realistically are the same thing. But
we have the best accents.
Well, that's because we don't have accents.
Correct.
But
we can be on the news.
All of the criminals went to Australia, right?
Yep.
But all of the criminals are the racist homophobes. And like, because like the UK is like pretty progressive. Like, even though it's not, Ireland is like the most progressive, one of the most progressive nations.
Yeah, even though they're super Catholic,
yeah.
They did gay marriage in like 1947.
Yeah, like they've been having gay marriage
like,
forever.
War's over, gay marriage.
Gay marriage. But there's just like...
That's why they didn't have a baby boom.
Because everybody was trying to make butt babies.
With minimal success.
Well, you know what? Good on them for trying.
Yeah.
Just keep on trying. But yeah, like, it's crazy that they're so progressive. The UK is like relative, like they're pretty progressive and forward
there's
thinking.
A contingent that would like some other people in the UK to leave.
But that has nothing to do with gay stuff.
Not gay, but other non-progressive
other
type
non-progressive
things.
Yes, but like then you look at Australia and they're like, we don't want anybody masturbating to porn. If we catch you with porn, you're in big trouble, mister or Mrs.
Women don't masturbate to porn.
Yeah, clearly they don't masturbate at all.
They'll be ridiculous.
That's because you like off the anyways.
Oh my! What Drew just mimed.
I can't mime. I didn't mime anything, and anything Scott says is what's going on in his own brain. Because he's the one that has all the bad thoughts, and I'm a good guy.
You're a sweet boy?
I'm the hero of the story. This is my story, and I'm the hero.
I like that.
You can add me to the list of movies you made where a man with a swastika tattoo is the hero.
Oh, you're joining American History X and the Kanye documentary.
Yep.
All right, I'll put you on.
Yeah. Thank you.
What else is happening? So yeah, get us to 40 members on YouTube. YouTube.com/@NotScottHenson. Click join, preferably for a lot of money, not a little bit of money, but a little bit of money is better than no money. Got it?
Pay for my secrets.
Pay for Drew's secrets.
Or just pay us.
Or pay regular.
If you're a regular listener, any amount is acceptable.
Yeah, and a lot is even
5,
more acceptable.
10, 1,000.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you're limited by how much money you have.
There's no ceiling.
Go
on this.
into debt.
I was gonna say, like,
Give us money.
hurt yourself financially for us.
Never be able to afford a house, but help us feed our addictions to food and Blu-rays and furry art.
We do still need a better podcasting setup.
We are recording on a turned around couch.
Yeah.
On the computer in my living room. And it would be nice to have a proper table and computer chairs to record on.
Yeah, and right now, our equipment-wise, we have a handheld tape recorder inside a Commodore 64. And it's less than ideal. I think we can get the quality up a little bit with some better equipment. So anything along those lines is very much appreciated.
Buy me a new computer.
And
you bought Scott a new computer.
You did buy Scott a new
computer. Buy Drew a new
so
computer.
You should probably buy Drew a new. I mean, fair is fair. Drew's the hero after all.
Yeah, you're supporting a side character more than the hero.
Oh, so I'm not the villain. I'm a side character.
You're Will Wheaton. Yeah, sorry. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're Will Wheaton.
But everyone hates him.
Yeah.
They were begging for him to die every episode.
And then they took him away for a while.
And then they brought his ass
They were like, no,
back.
calm down. I think people are fine with this. You know what? I think people have forgotten about it. And then the second he was on screen, just rage.
Why? Why the insistence on Will Wheaton?
I don't know. Because they wanted a younger audience, and they figured that having a teen genius who can command... A genius who can command the ship was good enough, and they were like, bring him back. He's kind of cute. And everybody was like, no, he's not. He's ugly and annoying.
So annoying. Ugh.
Okay, maybe I'm the villain.
You're pretty...
I'm going to do all the things that the villain has done.
Okay. Starting with?
Well, I don't know. Name a thing that Marty Skrull did, and I'll do it.
Oh, the villain Marty Skrull.
One thing, though. I'm only doing one thing Marty did. So of all the accolades and achievements in his life, I get to do one of those things. You pick.
Book Ring of Honor.
Okay. I can do a better job than TK is.
Probably. And then rape
rape
everyone in the whole world. Starting with you, mister.
Thank you. I believe it was one 16-year-old girl.
And they were both drunk.
And they were both drunk, and look what she was wearing. She was asking for it.
Victimless crime.
And then I'll go
punching
and win
someone in the dark.
And then I'll go win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title.
True.
Yeah.
You could. There are worse lives to have.
Yeah.
You should do that.
Buck Zumhoff's daughter.
Buck Zumhoff's daughter. Worst
Look it up.
life.
Look it up.
Things too dark for Dark Side of the Ring.
Shouldn't be.
The two I want are the two they'll
never get.
They'll never do. I want Buck Zumhoff. Look him up. ZUMHOFE. He was a pro wrestler. He had a daughter. It went bad. Actually, they're more likely to do that than the other one I want, which is Ashley Massaro, because the Ashley Massaro one paints correctly the U.S. military as rapists because they're rapists.
Yeah, we should do an Ashley Mazzaro episode. Maybe we should start doing the dark side episodes.
The darkest side of the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, what else is there? Oh, I mean, they covered the topic, but not like the weird conspiracy theory thing about it. Well, maybe the more obvious, the Chris Benoit thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember if they touched on like, ooh, what if Kevin Sullivan did it?
I think it was very vaguely mentioned.
But there's the even crazier conspiracy theory that like a message came into WWE like 14 hours before he did it.
Yeah.
Like about like the murders,
the whole murders and everything, yeah. And like the fact that his cell phone was like nowhere near him when they found him. So how did he like the time frames of sending the text to Chavo and when the coroner decided he had died didn't match up.
Didn't work. Yeah. Like that's at like if you know those like iceberg memes.
Yeah.
That's like way at the bottom. Bunk. Of one of the like wrestling sleaze iceberg memes.
I don't know.
They're really fun. Like being a wrestling fan, those are really fun to look at because there's the more basic ones that you've pretty much heard all of them. Then I think I showed you one I found that was
layers upon layers.
It had to like just like the graphic had to have 3,000 words on it.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, I don't know a lot of these. And like the few I looked up, I'm like, these are all very interesting.
Yeah. I don't
Turns
know,
out wrestling, kind of scummy.
Kind of scummy. Who would have guessed?
Yeah. A lot of Vern Gagne killed a guy.
That we'll never talk about.
Nope.
Unless, I don't know, maybe you people.
Oh.
You listening audience people.
What do you mean you people?
Who are all fans of the podcast. Everybody is a fan. Every single person that sends DMs to me on Twitter and is a fan of the podcast and not a friend of the podcast.
Yep.
Let us know if you want us to do that because I think that's an interesting.
If you want us to do some darkest side,
because like you're gonna get some real like dark,
and we're gonna get
very disturbing shit,
and we're gonna get real demonetized.
Like if you didn't like the talk of us reading the Vince McMahon text messages. You're gonna not like a lot of things that happened to other people.
I would say Vince McMahon text messages are mid iceberg.
Yeah, I would say like a little bit submerged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're under the water.
Yeah, they're under the water.
There's like it goes a lot deeper.
But like the Ashley Mazzaro stuff is like the equivalent of turning Everest upside down and floating it in the ocean. It's near the second base camp.
Oh, if you want to be a real
Buck Zumoff might be the peak.
But Buck's
maybe
good. Buck's
real good.
Yeah. If you want to be a real piece of shit about Everest, actually it's easy enough to look up. I can't remember the name, but like with the what's the tallest mountain in the world thing. Yes, Everest is the highest above sea level.
Above sea level.
But depending how you measure, if you measure from the base, if you measure from the center of the earth.
Oh, that's a TMI.
yeah. If you measure from the center of the earth, it's like a mountain in Colombia or Ecuador or something because the earth is wider at the equator than further north or south. So it's something. It's maybe in Colombia or something.
I think it is in Colombia.
Yeah. So if you want to be a real know-it-all QI piece of shit, I'm sure I heard that from QI.
I think I did hear that in QI. Yeah, you're right.
So
God, I love QI.
It's really
so
good. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to be a real actually kind of guy, then enjoy some QI.
Yeah.
Stephen Fry, Sandy Toxvig, both gay. I fucked them both.
Yep. Well, you fucked one and one fucked you.
Sandy fucked me.
That's what I was going for.
Sandy's always on top.
She's a pegger. She's a Pegasus.
Stephen Fry's at bottom, right?
100%.
Not 0 seconds thought.
I think if you're that smart and you're that gay, you know that being a bottom's is so much easier.
It's easier.
You just lay there.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do anything.
He crunched the numbers and he's like, no, bottom.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
And while he's bottoming, he can read a book.
He probably is.
Or like some kind of textbook or an educational journal of the history of, I don't know, like Prussian military medical operations or something.
No, he's probably blazing through Brothers Karamazov.
While also trying not to kill himself.
While also trying not to kill himself.
P.S.
If you're
Stephen Fry, for listening, I love you.
We love you, Stephen.
We love you a lot.
Yeah, but that is the one side effect. Also, if you're that smart and gay, sometimes you want to kill yourself.
Sometimes you want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
And you have to leave the show you're the host of because you probably want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Sad.
yin and yang.
Yin and yang. Yim and Jimmy Wang Yang.
I don't like the people who say yin yang.
Yin Yang.
And I don't
Yin
like
Yang twins.
Oh, that's the thing. I don't like a music group who is so ignorant.
Why are they ignorant, Scott?
Who's to say? I think didn't Dave Chappelle call them ignorant? Not because of yin yang, but didn't he like he said something like super racist about them on Chappelle's show.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm allowed to quote something.
I mean, I've done it and I didn't really get in trouble.
I'm allowed to quote something I think I remember someone saying, but maybe they didn't. But I think Dave Chappelle called the yin yang twins. One more time. Clean take. 3, 2, action. I think Dave Chappelle called the yin yang twins monkeys.
Yeah.
On Chappelle's show.
It kind of sounds about right.
Yeah. Also, might not. But I didn't.
You might just be channeling.
I just called them ignorant for being so lazy as to not even double checking that their name was right. You fucking idiots.
You fucking...
No!
I was just quoting Dave Chappelle, so...
I do think he said something that level of offensive. Are you looking it up or just looking up other things?
No, there's just... Somebody... I get... My phone... must have heard what we were talking about.
God damn it.
They're listening in on our conversation.
Is it Big Dog again?
No.
Is it trying to show you German Shepherds?
It must have heard the words Ashley Mazzaro.
Really?
Because I opened it, and one of the first stories is that this is still on WWE's website from 2006 about Ashley Mazzaro and others heading to Kuwait. Anything can happen going over to the Middle East, said Ashley, but my company takes care of me and I trust them. Ooh. I have full faith that I will come back exactly the way I left, if not a little bit better in the heart.
Spoilers for our Ashley Massaro episode. She was gang raped there.
By the U.S. military.
By the United States military. And then later she killed herself.
I don't know what the other diva is, but...
Did we just do the Ashley Massaro episode? I mean, that's the Cole's notes, kids.
Both divas understand that a country within such close proximity to Iraq will contain hazards around each corner, but in spite of the dangers, both women insist the pluses outweigh the minuses.
Turns out there might even be a few hazards in Kuwait. You might not even need to cross the border. Might not even need to leave camp.
Yeah. That's insane that's still on WWE.com.
It's like you can find it on their website now.
That's what they say.
That's crazy. I do love John Laurinaitis going like scorched earth.
Ooh,
with
that's
her.
Real good. We got a lot.
I know we have so much stuff. Yeah,
like for sure. Like John Laurinaitis, Johnny Ace, who was the head of talent relations.
All right, I'm making a judgment call because I was gonna talk about her. She can wait till next week. And she's already had to wait, but she'll always be there. Wise words from Neve on Instagram and TikTok.
But I feel like she's already been talked about on like with Tom Segura and stuff. Yeah, and so
I'd like to give her due.
I mean, she gets a lot of due, but yeah, you're right.
But no, she can wait.
Yeah,
but go watch some of her videos and maybe read some
Just read the comments. The comments are amazing. I love the comments. Well, I don't even watch her videos anymore. If it comes up on my Instagram feed, I just click on the comments right away. I don't even pay attention to what she's saying.
To her cool jokes?
She's a Mormon girl.
No, it's not. No. Next time. We don't have time.
No, we'll do both.
No,
we'll do everything.
We don't have time. Talk about John Laurinaitis.
This is a 5-hour podcast.
No.
Okay, Johnny Ace, John Laurinaitis, who's the head of talent relations with WWE, and also was the second person involved in the Vince McMahon pooping on a woman's head incident.
Yeah.
And all of the other things that happened.
Yeah. He's a co-defendant in the lawsuit.
Has like 100% like, if I'm going down, I'm taking this motherfucker down with me.
Which I could not be happier that's his approach.
I agree.
Because like I want the maximum number of bad things to happen to WWE and its umbrella.
And Vince McMahon.
Yeah, obviously.
And I think this is a real, like, I'm going to tell you all the things so I get a little bit less jail time.
Yeah.
And Vince gets a little bit more jail time.
Yeah, because he basically he said,
I'm a victim too.
He said, yeah, all the horrendous stuff in the lawsuit,
everything's true,
that is alleged to have happened. The only difference being is that I'm also somehow a victim and not one of the perpetrators. But everything happened.
I don't want to apologize.
Vince basically raped me with her.
He used her holes, as a way of raping my penis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. It's like how are we going to do this?
The views and opinions of Scott Henson definitely represent the podcast.
It's like her holes were Vince's penis, and my penis was my butt.
Oh,
fun.
What's on the podcast?
I got too hot.
Podcast is over.
I had to take my blanket off.
Oh yeah, podcast is over. We're done.
Is that it?
No, I guess it.
All right.
30 minutes. We're good.
Easy one. Can you believe we did 30-minute podcasts with 4 people?
That's because it was joyless,
No one's having
and
fun.
we were being forced to like wrap it up. That's those first like 10 episodes or whatever it was, even less, first 6 episodes where it was just Dan rushing us through everything so we could stop recording.
Do you have somewhere to be?
Yeah.
You know, this was your idea.
Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah,
Hey,
so
what if we did this thing and I had no fun? that was the pitch.
I mean, sometimes we do this and I don't have fun, but yeah, it's crazy that he's willing to just take the bullet and for the sake of like Vince going down. But yeah, I don't want to take the side of Johnny Ace, but anybody outside of a pretty deep knowledge of WWE and Vince McMahon as a person.
Yeah.
If you're working for him and making $1 million+ a year,
For sure.
well, like just in a loose sense. I mean, it's more than that, but
Yeah.
you know,
You're making 7 figures.
in professional wrestling, there's really not a lot of options outside of WWE where you're going to be making that kind of money and still do the job you're doing.
Yeah.
So almost everybody, with the exception of a very small percentage of people, are not willing to risk losing that job.
They want to rock the boat.
And I think if Vincent Kennedy McMahon comes to you and says, hey, there's a girl 40 years younger than us, or 40 years younger than you and 60 years younger than me,
Yeah.
that I would like to sexually assault with you, and if you do it, I'll give you all the benefits in the world. The fear of not keeping your job is strong.
It is.
And
It is.
He's 100% not a victim, but you can't say no to Vince McMahon if you want to keep that kind of job.
Yeah.
Like even in like a very polite, like, oh, I'm married, Vince, and I don't really want, like, that's not an option.
Yeah.
The option is say yes and commit a crime, or say no and then like mysteriously get demoted and then get treated like garbage and then also get fired again, even because he's been fired twice, I think, over the course of his
At least
time
once,
there.
yeah.
But yeah, it's not the same as like a regular life Wrestling is very much its own thing.
Yeah, and even WWE is very much its own thing within wrestling.
Within wrestling,
It's a crazy bubble.
Yeah. So yeah, I do believe him that he was forced into the situation against his will. I mean, but he also did participate fully,
and he very much could have not.
Yes,
like not that you're excusing it, but
yes.
you see why he did it.
Yes,
but because the question is basically, would you do a kind of rape for several $1 million? That's the question.
A kind of rape,
rape-ish. Certainly, it's rape adjacent.
Rape adjacent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
would you do that for $1 million?
Like,
is the question. And some people would. Maybe a lot of people. Maybe every person in the goddamn planet would.
I don't know. And that's the thing is, like, it's not so much that he's a rapist in a broader term.
Yeah.
It's just that he was the wrong guy at the right time. Like, it could have been anybody. Mm-hmm. It could have been whoever was the head of talent relations.
Yeah.
It could have been
whoever Vince ran into in the hall.
It could have been another executive. Yeah. It literally could have been anyone.
Yeah.
And it just happened to be Johnny Ace.
Yeah.
Like, it could have been Bruce Pritchard.
Sure.
It could have been Triple H. It could have been fucking anybody. It could have been like a low-level technician guy.
Vince and Triple H could have had a four-way with Janelle Grant and Stephanie.
Ooh, Vince would very much like that.
And then Vince could be revealed as the father of Stephanie's baby.
Could.
Which is a thing that was going to happen on television.
No, that Vince wanted to happen on television. It wasn't going to happen.
But
Vince wanted it. It was an idea he had.
It was pitched by the guy who makes creative decisions.
That Stephanie immediately said no to.
That had his daughter not stepped in.
Like, could you imagine like having to kiss your dad on television? Like, and Vince would have been down. Vince would have given her the tongue.
He's a monster.
He would have touched her butt.
He's an abject monster.
Would have rubbed her belly in a very loving, sexual manner.
And I don't like it at all.
I want to live in an alternate reality where that happened and WWE was bought by Saudi Arabia.
We were so close. Actually, literally, if Vince hadn't committed securities fraud and sold to a company who was offering less money,
but to keep him in charge,
gave him a sweetheart deal to stay in charge, and thereby defrauding the stockholders of a better return by selling for more money, then we could have this beautiful reality.
Yep. I wonder, because obviously there isn't really a way out of. I guess there could be some legal dealings and stuff.
Gun,
but like. I wonder what their relationship with Saudi Arabia going forward would be.
Good question.
With Vince out, because I mean, Vince was the reason they had the Saudi deal.
I mean, but they still the deal is still in place.
Oh, it's like 7 more years or something like that.
I think it was 10 years in 2017 or 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they still got a while to go, but I feel like there is,
and that was after Saudi Arabia held them hostage one time.
Not Vince though. Vince got out.
Vince
and Brock got out.
And took his private plane.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then all those people said they'd never go back, and then they immediately went back, and CM Punk told Miz to suck a blood
blood money covered dick.
Yeah. And then watch CM Punk do Saudi Arabia when he's back to being able to wrestle.
100% in 9 months.
In 9 months. But yeah,
poor guy.
I'm sure
couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
I'm sure because Vince brokered the deal, there is some way legally in U.S. court to get out of the deal. It might not be a smart idea for them, and I don't know how that would affect them, like on international market, like trading and stock and blah blah blah. But I'm sure there would be a way to say, like, listen, a rapist criminal made this deal, and we're not involved. So we are forfeiting the agreement.
Yeah, there probably would be some kind of way to void it that way,
but I don't think they would.
I don't think they would.
I think it would affect their stock and stuff too much, and that's kind of more because they're not so much a wrestling company anymore as they are a multi-billion-dollar traded company. Yeah. Like that's more what it's about.
The wrestling is incidental.
Yeah, the wrestling is just a thing that's a small part of a giant thing.
And we don't even have time to talk about the nonsense booking leading to WrestleMania.
No, we really don't. But we'll have a WrestleMania preview episode, and then we can talk about it on there.
Yeah.
But it's very we said this when we did the first talk about Vince McMahon is that every episode going forward is going to have a little bit more information about Vince McMahon.
A little bit of Vince.
Because it's like, it's never going to stop.
Yeah.
Like, will he serve jail time? Will he actually have to go to court and will there be an actual trial, or will it just get kind of swept under the rug and everybody will forget about it?
God, I hope there's a trial. So you have so much shit will come out in Discovery if they actually go to trial. It'll be nuts. Discovery could bury the company.
And I also 1000% believe that Vince will pull a Harvey Weinstein. Show up with a walker, get the simpy.
In the early 90s, he showed up in a neck brace for the steroid trial.
So 100%.
You think he's not doing walker? No. And he would probably mutilate his own penis. So he looked more
Your Honor.
So he looked more like Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, Your Honor. I can't even get an erection.
My dick don't work, man.
My dick don't work, man. Come on, man. My dick don't work, man. Come on, just get the joke, man. But yeah, so that's your weekly Vince McMahon update.
Oh, what got us to Laurinaitis was his late, because he has a more recent thing than the it happened, but I'm the victim. He's been saying, WWE knew about all the Ashley Massaro stuff and did nothing about it.
Yeah, 100% they knew.
Yeah,
they just kind of ignored it, paid her off,
and waited for her to kill herself,
and then waited for her to kill herself 7 years later,
something like that,
or 8 years later.
Yeah. The system works. Yeah, so more updates as events warrant.
Tune in next week where you'll get a lot more gross Vince McMahon updates, because I'm sure something will come out in the next 7 days.
Mm-hmm. It's the news, after all.
It is the news. This Vince McMahon thing is like The Ring. You're hearing about it now, and in 7 days you're going to hear worse things about it.
Absolutely.
I kind of want to see what his dick looks like, and that'll come out.
I wouldn't mind a peek.
Yeah. Because how does a man of that age commit sexual assault?
Yeah, the assaults were at ages like 75, 76.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Guy older than my dad. Could my dad rape? I don't know. I'm going to ask him.
Okay.
Dad, what do you think about this?
Do you think you could? Not like from a moral standpoint, but like from an erection
from a physical standpoint. Yeah. No.
Do you think you could hold down a woman?
Morally,
hard.
Morally, he absolutely could. But it's a matter of the logistics.
The logistics of rape.
That's a title I'd love to use and can't.
We should be making a list of the titles we can't use.
Unusable
titles list.
I've already got 2 for today. The logistics of rape and N-word. So what? We're so handcuffed in this podcast. If only there was free speech.
Well, there is free speech, but it's really if you want to take that risk, because then we got to really lean hard into being right-wing grifters.
Then we got to do this on Rumble.
Yeah, exactly. Which I'm sure our audience would follow us to.
They would. They're good people. There's fine people on both sides.
Fine people on both sides.
But especially our side.
But then we could be Ben Shapiro.
I would love to be Ben Shapiro. We could be rappers.
So we could meet his sister and look at those mommy milkers.
God, I would suck his sister's tits forever.
What did I saw a tweet, not about that, but that I guess Rihanna announced she was pregnant again.
Oh,
and some guy, the very first comment in the bottom of it was like, "Yo, I need to suck that N-word's dick." Just because I guess it's always in her and always making babies.
For real. Like, what's this, her 12th consecutive child?
I mean, without being racist.
This is going to go so bad. Continue.
They like making babies.
Who? Singers?
Them.
Bahamian singers? All right. Fine. I'll allow it.
Give me her babies.
Her?
How many?
Super Bowl. Was it last year?
It was last year where she was pregnant.
It was so bad.
She was pregnant, and that's what happens.
It was so fucking bad. And the year before was so good. Was the year before was like
Snoop, Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar.
It was so good.
It was?
It fucking rocked.
Do you know that her name is Robin, spelt with a Y?
She's not even the best Robin spelled with a Y singer.
Yeah. Robin Rihanna Fenty is her name.
Cool.
And she's younger than me, and I don't like it. This is her 3rd child. But
like bang 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 bang. Or was the first one long?
Let me fucking read.
I wish you wouldn't yell. I don't like it when you yell. I also don't like it when it takes
So her
you this
first
long.
child was, they say her first child was born May 19th, 2022.
Oh, so she did just like keep squeezing them out.
Yep. And then on May 10th, 2023, they revealed that they were pregnant. No, sorry. February 20. So they had a baby in May 2022.
Yeah.
She was pregnant again February
At the Super Bowl.
2023.
Yeah.
And she's now pregnant again as of August 1st, 2023.
So she's basically spending like 27 straight months pregnant.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
All with ASAP Rocky. And their first son's name is
Stupid.
RZA, like RZA.
Oh, like
From the Wu-Tang Clan.
RZA.
Atheliston
Oh, come on,
Mayers.
guys. What are you?
Their
Come on.
second child.
Knock it off. I do kind of like RZA, though.
Their second child was named Riot Rose Mayers. And then whatever this new one's.
I'm sure this one will have I'm sure this one will be Steve.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't be a dumb, cunty millennial name.
I'm sure it'll be.
Millennial,
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be Steve. No, she's not even the one after millennial.
No,
She's until they get a better idea, which I think they will, the same way they did with Generation Y to millennials. Because like right now it's called Generation Beta, and I don't think they're going to want to be called that.
probably not.
Although it's probably going to be pretty accurate, so maybe they'll just keep it and own it.
I guess they could. I mean, just like how all of those Gen Zs keep getting that tattoo that was part of the Luftwaffe, but they didn't know that. They just saw a cool-looking Z and got it tattooed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
That's fun.
Oh, I gotta show you this.
I like that for them.
I like revealing things on the pod to Scott.
A bunch of children got accidental Nazi tattoos.
Yeah. Literally, you type in Gen Z and it goes Nazi tattoo as the fill-in.
Nice.
So a TikTok user had an idea for a Gen Z tattoo that looks like this. Nope, close it. Ad. I don't want your ad. I don't want your fucking ad that looks like this.
Oh, yeah.
And that is one of the symbols of the Luftwaffe.
Nice.
And
also...
And a bunch of Gen Z, like TikTokers and shit got the tattoo, like some like right on their neck.
That makes me really happy.
And now they're Nazis.
That makes me really happy. And also,
I hate anybody under the age of 30.
absolutely. But poor choice of tattoo itself aside, how much of a fucking loser are you and is so desperate for some kind of identity that you get a tattoo for your generation?
That's what they're about, Scott.
That's fucking pathetic.
That's what TikTok kids are about.
I can't wait until there's a draft
Where they all die in the first day.
where they all die in Vietnam.
We're going to Vietnam again?
Yeah.
Oh, because they did so well there the first
Yeah,
time?
well, I'm thinking, where can we kill the most of ours?
America, 2-7-1 in wars.
Just a dog shit record.
Do you remember what the one was when I first said it? What the draw was?
Was the war on drugs?
The Civil War.
Of course,
That was a wash.
Yeah, America both won and lost that war.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it. No, like genuinely, if you look at like Desert Storm, Afghanistan, Iraq,
Yeah.
Korea,
Vietnam, Korea, yeah.
like they're
Everything but the two big uns.
yeah, and that's also because they weren't alone.
Yeah.
Right? Like a lot of Vietnam, they got almost no support from the rest of Western world.
And rightfully so. And
And, like,
fucking ridiculous.
yeah.
And they rightfully got their asses
And they
kicked.
murdered the president over it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's crazy that America is the #1 spender of military and they're dog shit at war.
Way below 500.
Yeah, and like if there was a major war now, like they would probably struggle A little bit.
Unless you do nukes. If you do nukes, you win.
Well, yeah, but then you got to worry
But
about
that's a whole other
then you got to worry about who else has nukes.
kettle of
and-
fish.
Yeah.
But like they're bad at ground wars.
They're terrible at ground wars.
Yeah.
They're okay. They are number one without a doubt. Not even a secondary conversation for who's in second place.
Yeah.
At drone striking civilian weddings.
Number one.
Number one.
Yeah.
If you want to kill an entire family of innocent people on a wedding, America number one.
Call America.
If you want them to go ground warfare through a desert and try and find people that aren't on their same side,
Desert or jungle
and
or
not
any-
accidentally shoot people who are their allies,
any sort of terrain,
they're
that
like
isn't
58.
super familiar.
Yes. They're not fighting in the backwoods of Louisiana or someplace. Like, yeah, they are terrible at everything.
Yeah.
Except for killing civilians with drones. Thank you, Obama. Obamacare and that.
Yeah.
Two big wins.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Best president. Blackest president. No, second blackest president. Clinton.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Not the best president, though.
W.
Not even close.
No.
No. W and then forever president.
45, 47 forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to get that shirt made. That needs to be a shirt.
It's got to exist.
Could be.
If it doesn't, we're sitting on a goddamn.
I would wear it if it didn't say his name on it, because
No, if it just said that.
yeah, because
then it could be anything.
There'd be no, but like a lot of people would not get the reference.
Yeah, it's my two favorite sports players.
Yeah.
Uh,
I can only think of random hockey players that would make no reference.
I
to
don't have
anything.
47. 45 was Michael Jordan Wizards.
No, 45 was when he first came back to the Bulls.
Oh, that was Comeback Bulls.
Because that was his baseball number, because that was his dad's baseball number. So Michael Jordan, 45, when he came back to the Bulls. And you know what the stupid thing is? When he left, they let somebody else.
They gave someone else 23.
Wear 23 for like the one season.
Are you out of your
and then
fucking
he went
mind?
back to
The
23.
Bulls?
And it was, I think it was some random white dude.
What?
Like, how would you not go,
like
on
the Bulls?
greatest player in our franchise, and we're like, yeah, you can wear his number. Fuck it. Who cares? He's gone. He's playing
cares?
baseball now. Oh, he's back. Oops.
Why?
But when he came back, he wanted to wear 45.
yeah, 'cause
and then eventually he changed back to 23.
He was going through.
Well,
some stuff.
his dad got murdered over his gambling.
I was going to say why.
So...
And now, part of your story confused me because it is arguably the greatest basketball player in history. Why did he leave at the height of his powers after winning 3 straight championships to go play minor league baseball?
Well,
if I'm hearing that
he
correctly,
thought he was going to be playing Major League Baseball.
But
when
so,
you haven't played baseball in almost 20 years, it's kind of hard to go right to the majors.
sure. But even so, why leave basketball?
Because his dad was accidentally murdered by some teenagers randomly on the side of the road in a parked car where none of his valuables were taken.
It wasn't a robbery.
Oh, sorry. It was a robbery. They just didn't find his. They just didn't find his wallet or watch or money clip or any valuables that were in the car. They had a real hard time finding things.
It was a robbery murder where they forgot to do part of it.
Yeah. They got too focused on the murder and forgot they were doing a murder robbery.
Okay.
And then that's the end of the story.
And that made Michael Jordan play baseball.
Michael Jordan got his father killed. Because his dad had a crippling gambling addiction. Which then he also picked up.
Yes.
He inherited his father's gambling addiction.
Do you know how, there are 2 things that people don't talk about enough. One, Epstein. And Epstein should be the biggest scandal of all time, but I don't have time for that.
Well, that's because it's covered up.
I mean, they did a good
kill
job.
himself.
Chinese virus. Get back in your house. No Epstein.
What's the difference between Las Vegas and Wuhan? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Remember when, I think it was last year. Now I'm getting too much on other
No, it was
stuff.
last year. I know exactly what you're going to say.
The U.S. Department of Energy
Yep.
reported officially that COVID was created in a laboratory.
Yep. And then we just never talked about it again.
Nobody cared.
Do you remember that there was also that talk that there was another outbreak of it in Wuhan that was 3 times as deadly, and then that was it?
Yeah.
Never mentioned again, didn't spread anywhere. They never brought it up again.
I don't get it.
And you know why? They got Taylor Swift to date Travis Kelce.
They got Taylor Swift to date Travis Kelce.
Everything else didn't matter.
Well, you guys already know, but we're living in the past.
Ah, yes, of course.
Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow when the San Francisco
when the
49ers
49ers win.
won, and she ran on the field and kissed George Kittle instead of Travis Kelce.
And said vote Trump.
And said vote Trump. Although George Kittle is a huge wrestling fan.
Tight.
And he's a massive Pentagon fan. And
Oh.
Pentagon's been to games where he scores a touchdown, runs to the sidelines, and Pentagon has given him a mask and he like put it on.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Oh, you know what? I think that could motivate George to win because
Getting Taylor Swift's boring ass pussy.
no,
Oh,
getting a cool wrestling
mask
belt
from Pentagon.
No, he'll get
Yeah,
a belt.
That's true. He will.
He needs that
I'm
belt.
gonna see if I can find the.
Let's see if I can kiss George Kittle. While Drew researches, the other thing that people don't talk about enough is, do you know how much of an insane, degenerate gambler you have to be if you're Michael Jordan? Drew's showing me George Kittle in a Pentagon mask, and it's very cute.
That Pentagon
in
49ers got
colors.
made for him.
Yeah.
And then here's him after scoring a touchdown, or after the game, I guess. And there's the mask. And Penta was like, "Yo, I got you this," and he's like, "No fucking way." That's so cool.
That's awesome.
I think there is a video of him mic'd up where he says like,
Yeah.
dude, that's so fucking cool." Yeah,
You're the number one player of all time.
well, depends who you ask, because there's lots of people who are
basketball.
effing R slurs and.
Are you a Moses Malone guy?
No, there's a bunch of people that think that LeBron.
Yeah. He's good. I'm not saying LeBron's not good at basketball.
Here's the argument, and I'm going to get real fired up for a second.
Ruh-roh.
Do you know how many times Michael Jordan was the leading scorer of the league, the MVP of the league, the MVP of the playoffs, and defensive player of the year in the same year?
A couple.
4 times. It's
pretty good.
You know how many times LeBron's done 2 of those 4 things in the same year? Twice.
Yeah.
And that's 2 of 4. Michael Jordan's the greatest player of all time.
He is,
you
yeah.
can get fucked.
He's the best.
But there's lots of argument about, well, how about all the years before the first three-peat where he lost in the first round or didn't make it out of the... It's like, yeah, but that's because fucking Larry Bird was still playing.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson was still playing. Like, there's all these great players in the league that were still in their prime. And it's not like every major team can win every single year.
I saw some, not in terms of winning, but in terms of some, the team winning, some stat comparison of, I think it was Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan, like maybe the 88-89 season when Johnson won MVP, and nobody understands why he won the MVP because Jordan smoked him in every category but one.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe
something.
assists.
Maybe assists,
Maybe
actually.
assists,
Maybe
yeah.
assists. But yeah, like he had, like Johnson had 23 points per game. Jordan had 33.
Yeah.
And like field goal percentage, everything.
It was like a voters thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a lot of the
like,
voters.
this guy's gonna get hetero HIV soon, so
the only guy to
we
get
should
hetero
probably
HIV.
toss him an MVP.
Well, yeah, it's something to do with like a lot of the voters were only watching Lakers games
Yeah, because they were so much more popular.
because they were so
than
much
the Bulls.
popular. So
Yeah.
like not but I mean it happens all the time. Like it even happens like in modern NBA with like Damian Lillard when he was on the Trailblazers.
The Matthews brother?
And he's putting and he's putting up like 40 points a game, 50 points a game,
and nobody knows
and,
he
and
is.
he's like 11th in MVP voting.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's crazy.
like, what do I gotta do?
Not be on Portland, and now
Play for a famous team.
now he's on Milwaukee, and he's like everybody's like, oh, he's like really good.
He is good. I see.
Yeah.
I understand.
All you gotta do is play with Giannis in the East, and or I guess they're in the West.
I don't know. It's Wisconsin.
It's Wisconsin.
But yeah, the Michael Jordan. So while he might not have been on that popular team in '88, he certainly was.
They're in the East.
In '93, when he was the most popular player on the most popular team in the NBA, making the NBA billions of goddamn dollars. And the level of degenerate gambler you have to be for the NBA to say to their number one draw by a fucking mile.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't play basketball this year. It's nuts. The level, the amount of a problem it had to be to outweigh him playing in the NBA.
Yes, and making them so much money.
Insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Insane. People should talk about that every day. That and Epstein every day.
Every day.
Guys, do me one favor this week. Just talk about Michael Jordan,
amongst
degenerate
yourself.
gambling, and Jeffrey Epstein every day this week. You don't have to do it forever. That's a big ask. But the next 7 days, talk about it. Get the conversation going. I think we should be talking about it more.
We should.
Also, send us a bit of money. PayPal.me/NotScottEnsign. Or a lot of money.
A lot of money.
PayPal.me/.
You guys owe us a recording desk, 2 recording chairs, me a new computer, and you know what? Scott deserves a lot of money. Just for the things he's been doing for everybody all around the world.
Thank you.
He deserves some money.
That's very nice. Thank you.
So give us some money.
Give us some money. Come on. You fucking assholes. I can't help it. I have a disease.
Now, is it time an hour in to do eating and then realize we don't have enough time to do all of the stuff we have to do
I don't know, man.
and then push one of the 2 things to next show?
Maybe.
And then but then also do that next show as well?
Yeah. I don't know. Let's eat some stuff.
So
Eve brought us presents.
shout out to Eve, who every time we see her delivers not always great stuff, but sometimes excellent
Sometimes
stuff.
excellent stuff.
And there's some excellent stuff and some interesting stuff.
Yeah. I'm not against any of them in principle.
Nope.
They all have potential to be good.
Also, Scott's treating himself to too much caffeine today.
Well, we'll see how much.
No, you're drinking both of those.
Well,
plus the coffee you already had.
Fine. I'll drink both of them plus my large coffee. And
I'll be mad if you don't.
Fine. You won't have to be mad because I'll do it.
Good.
But here's your end of the bargain. Between now and the time I finish both drinks before the end of the podcast, you have to learn to drive so you can take me to the hospital.
We'll see. No, because the thing is, if you don't like them, I'll drink both of them. And then we've agreed that you're not driving me to the hospital and you're going to let me die.
I'm going to let nature take its course. Yeah. You have a DNR with me.
I have a DNR, but only with Scott. Everybody else has to resuscitate me. Scott's off the hook.
DNR, more like dumb beep, beep. For example, the Yin Yang Twins. Yes!
Full circle. That is a callback.
Laser.
That is a callback,
accuracy.
ladies and gentlemen. You can put that as the title of the
You think I'm
podcast.
not? The Yin Yang Twins have a DNR.
The Yin Yang Twins are DNRs.
No, I'm going to leave a little mystery.
Or Yin Yang Twins, DNR, question mark?
Yes, done. It is decided.
So we've got a lot of stuff to do. So and we also have those to do.
We have a special request, a unique request that we'll get to if there's time.
I think
you're learning to read. Just looking.
I gotta take my glasses off. No. So one of the things that we had requested for Eve to bring us again,
which we have reviewed on the podcast,
podcast, but we were glad she brought back for us.
Yeah,
is the white
chocolate toasty vanilla M&Ms,
which we got a lot of.
Yeah,
which we're happy for.
Which I would probably give a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, solid 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
One of the other things that she had said she thought she had heard about or saw but couldn't find this time were white chocolate strawberry.
I think so, yeah.
Which we're still waiting on. But she did find M&M's white and dark chocolate Easter Sundae.
DAE.
Which then yesterday we were having the conversation of, is it like some of them are dark chocolate, some of them are white chocolate?
I would prefer a combo.
I think
they appear to be a combo.
I think they're a combo. I think it's a white center with a chocolate outside and then the shell. So we got those.
Yep.
We have jet puffed snowman French vanilla marshmallows, little tiny marshmallows that are snowmen.
Yeah.
They look
and they're a little less pure white than your standard marshmallow. It's like they were like dusted in a thin layer of piss.
Piss and cum? Have they been stealing all of our piss and shit and cum?
Gonna cry.
Piss your pants a little.
Piss your pants, maybe. Maybe shit and cum.
The top 1% are stealing all the piss and shit and cum. So those are the delicious.
Those are the sweet
snackies.
We have the savory.
So the savories, We got crunchy Cheetos, which I'm glad they're the crunchy ones because I don't like the puffy ones.
I kind of like.
Well,
the puffy
you're
ones.
an R word. I like the hard. I like the crunch of the hard. I don't like the
airiness.
Well, no, I feel like when you eat the puffy ones,
they compress.
They get stuck everywhere in your mouth.
They do that.
And the hard ones don't.
Yeah, but I have soft teeth, and I find these hard.
That's because they're still your baby teeth.
Yeah.
Because you're a baby.
I'm bubble.
God.
It's been a while. It's been a while
That's true.
since
You haven't
baby.
said that in a long time. Some people like it.
Someone paid a lot of money for me to do it for like
true.
2 minutes to annoy
That
you
is
with.
true.
Was it the same person who also paid us to just eat
Shut
and
the
be
fuck
quiet?
up and eat food?
Most the best.
Yeah, that was great. So crunchy Cheetos. These are buffalo crunchy Cheetos, which I'm interested in.
So, is this going to be wildly different than Flamin' Hot?
It might just not be as hot.
So it's less hot Flamin' Hot.
It might be more flavored than it is like battery acid.
Okay.
Because the Flaming Hots
that.
are just battery acid.
Kinda, yeah.
Like they're not seasoned or flavored.
Is the Flamin' Hot documentary any good, or who cares?
It's not a documentary, Scott. It's a fucking movie.
Oh, is it?
It's a movie about the guy who invented Flaming Hot. And I think Adam watched it and gave it like half a star.
Let's see. Let's see what...
Because it's nominated for like Best Original Song or something.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot about that. Flamin' Hot 2023, directed by...
Guillermo Rojas. Francis Ford Coppola.
No, you were right with the ethnicity of the first one.
It's a Mexican. Or a South American.
Yeah, Central or South American. I can't remember which.
Is it somebody we know?
It's someone you
It's a named
absolutely heard of. Is it a named director? Absolutely not.
Pedro Almodovar.
That's a named director.
Oh.
This is a name actress.
Actress who's Latina.
Yes.
America Ferrera.
It's not a bad pick, but no.
Who's the other one that's kind of like America Ferrera?
Busy Phillips.
No. America Ferrera was Ugly Betty.
Yes.
Who's Jane the Virgin?
Great question.
Genesis Rodriguez? No, that's a different person.
Who is Jane the Virgin? Also, what was Jane the Virgin about?
Exactly what you think it is.
I don't think it was just a girl trying to smash.
No, it was Immaculate Conception.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah.
A female Latina actress who's not a director.
Correct. I'm going to find out who Jane the Virgin is.
Gina Rodriguez. That's who the Jane the Virgin is, I think.
It's Gina Rodriguez.
She's kind of cute. I like her.
As Jane Gloriana Villanueva.
And she was also in Annihilation, which is very good. And
Annihilation is very good.
Which...
Garland?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like your work, Garland.
Me too.
I'm intrigued about Civil War.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think it might be bad.
It could. I'm worried it could be bad, but it could also be good.
I think it might be bad.
He's got a nice track record.
That's true. Did you watch Devs? Okay, we're getting off topic here.
I did watch Devs. It's
fine.
It's pretty good.
Lame.
It's the opposite of what you want out of a show. The more that is revealed, the lamer it is.
Okay.
Which is not the way
Not
you'd like
what
to
you
go.
want.
Who hated it? Jeff Holiday hated it. Shout out to Jeff Holiday.
I can't think of any more.
Eva Longoria.
I'm sorry. What?
Mrs.
Not anymore.
Ex-Mrs.
Ex-Mrs. Tony Parker.
I was going to say Tim Duncan. I knew that was wrong, but it's Spurs.
No, Eva Longoria Parker.
Eva Longoria Parker. That's a good way to remember it. Yeah.
Has she directed anything else?
I'm going to say no, but I'll look it up for posterity.
Maybe like a couple episodes of TV that no one's seen?
She's directed 6 films. And
Films?
well, let's see what Letterboxd's definition of a film is. Let's have a look at Go Sebastian Go, which does not have a poster.
Okay. And it's a kid's movie, I assume?
It is a 16-minute short.
Okay.
24/7, which does not have a poster nor a runtime, but involves Eva Longoria and Kerry Washington.
Cool.
A group of women accountants in a firm who band together against a similar male group in order to solve a fraud case that will save their jobs.
Cool.
Not a whole lot of info on that. Out of the Blue, a 12-minute short. Revolucion, a history of the sports bra, 11-minute short.
What? That's a short?
Sports bra, new electric sports bra.
Nope, don't like it. You can stop anytime.
And Oh, she has directed one other feature-length film, La Guerre Civile, Civil War, but not the Alex Garland one. Chavez versus De La Hoya, a documentary on Chavez versus De La Hoya.
What a weird thing for her to direct.
Yeah.
Because she's a lady, and that's sports.
True.
Ladies don't know sports.
That's true. So
I wonder how
noted
much,
director Eva Longoria.
I wonder how much of that sports broad documentary is just Mia Hamm.
Probably a lot.
Like 15 of the 16 minutes is just Mia Hamm, and that's it. Oh, one time she scored a goal in a tournament no one cared about. She took her top off. Anyways, back to what we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Hawaiian brand kettle style potato chips, special batch number 37, series 808.
I fucking love Tim's Hawaiian. They make two of my favorite chips on earth: the Maui sweet onion and the luau barbecue.
Tasty Island Magic.
Yep.
Potato chips, crispy and crunchy. Bad news, gluten free. But at least your penis won't blow off. So these ones are. So when we saw these last night in the bag,
we saw the color of the bag. It was maroonish.
We went out to Eve's car to get our package, and then we were immediately called back into the building.
Back to do an important newspaper interview.
So we didn't look really, but then Scott said, "I'm very intrigued by that new Tim's flavor."
Yeah,
but I didn't actually see what it was, and I said, "I bet you it's going to be barbecue, and it'll taste like barbecue."
And what flavor is it?
It is Polynesian tangy barbecue.
Nevertheless, I still have high hopes because their regular non-special batch barbecue is really good. And not very standard barbecue.
Not
either.
really.
Like
it's got a different taste to it.
Like kind of spicy, kind of smoky. Yeah, it's
I think this one might be sweet. I think Polynesian might be sweet.
I'm intrigued by both Polynesian and tangy. Those are two adjectives I'm on board with.
Give me a sweet and like a limey kind of.
I love lime.
A sweet lime barbecue would be very nice. Now the two drinks you're going to be chugging through there, champ.
So, if you're familiar with the NOS energy drink, I feel like it's available in most places, but even though most people don't buy it, I think it's never anyone's first choice for an energy drink.
I would assume it's one of the lowest selling energy drinks.
But it's been around for a long time.
But I feel like is it made by somebody? Like is it a Coke or Pepsi or some company, and that's why it's everywhere?
Yeah, who owns you, NOS? Who's business daddy?
NOS energy drink.
Manufactured for NOS Energy by NOS Energy Company. Coca-Cola.
Formerly a property of Coca-Cola. It is currently produced.
Indie?
It is currently produced by Monster Beverage. So Monster
makes NOS.
Coke used to, and now Monster does.
Interesting.
It was founded in 2005. And that's the end of the talking I'm going to do about it. NOS Monster also owns and makes Full Throttle.
I knew Monster made Full Throttle, yeah. Which is the best thing, probably the best thing that Monster makes.
And it's a NASCAR thing.
Even better.
It's a NASCAR because Kyle Busch or something. I don't know.
Even better. So the last time I had NOS, I believe was 2009, when I had a sip of friend of the show, Kevin Cox / Daniel Adonis.
Friend of real life. And my favorite person.
And your favorite person, and new father in defiance of good ideas.
Yeah.
I had a sip of his NOS at a VCW show in 2009. And I was like, that's good. I should try that. And here we are in 2024, and I haven't tried it yet. I don't know what flavor of NOS it was. It could have been the standard. Their standard seems to be the blue can. And then, so in our U.S. Shopping experiences yesterday, I looked in the NOS area. They had 4. They had regular. They had sugar-free regular, so I can pass on that. They had a grape, which might be fine, might be bad, but I do not remember the one I tasted being grape. And then they had a green one, which is what? Sonic Sour.
Sonic Sour.
Sounds cool. So,
But do you remember it being sour?
I don't know.
Okay. But you do remember it not being grape. I think you're full of shit.
I don't like
it might have been sour. I don't know, but it definitely wasn't grape.
I don't like these accusations.
Well, should have come with better prepared answers.
So, so I'm going to see if either of these reminds me of the thing I thought was good 15 years ago. Am I doing them now or later or what?
Now?
Oh my God.
That's the whole point. So you have the rest of the podcast to drink all of it and feel sick.
So this is standard blue. This will make things real easy if it's just energy drink taste.
Then you don't even have to open the other one.
I will open the other one. What? Because I'll love it?
Yeah. If this is the one.
If it just tastes like a Monster, Rockstar, or a Red Bull.
Might. Probably will.
No, it smells much more citrusy than your standard.
No, drink more than that.
It's not bad.
But is it the one?
It could be the one.
Because you don't actually remember what it tastes
50
like.
fucking years. It was Obama's first term.
But then why bother taking the risk if you don't even actually remember what it tastes like?
I engage in high risk behavior.
I know you do.
But buying a bunch of nosses that I might not like and rough trade gay sex.
Your culture is not their costume.
This is pretty good. I might drink this whole thing. I would say it's orange forward.
Oh, okay.
But a little tropical. There's a very good chance standard nos is just the one. It's pretty good.
Ooh, I like it.
There's a non-zero chance I'll buy another nos. It's pretty good.
It tastes like something.
It kind of does. But you like it too, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. It's
an easy 7 looking at it's scratching the 8 level out of 10.
It's a lot smoother of an energy drink.
It is smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to drink it all because it's 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is the threshold for banned energy drinks in Canada.
We made specific rules for today.
I wonder if it was illegal.
And
for me
you
to
are
bring this
not
across the border.
following the rules.
I'm not slamming 2 Nos tall boys.
Yes, you are.
Along with my venti.
You're almost done the coffee. Okay, open the sour. Because I like sour energy drinks a lot.
I do too.
The super sours were amazing.
Why did they get rid of those?
Because they're cowards.
Those were good.
You know why? Because we're not allowed to have nice things, Scott.
We can never have nice
Every time
things.
we like something new, then we overindulge in it because we love it, and then it just fucking
they take it away.
disappears.
Amp Organic
Amp Organic.
was so good.
God, I'd love an Amp Organic right now.
I would
Was there
climb.
a grapefruit one? No, there was a passion fruit one.
There was kind of a citrus,
Yeah.
and there was maybe another one, but it was like the citrus that was
Yeah.
amazing.
We bought a lot of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't regret the amount.
Regret?
I don't regret the amount I bought when they were available, but I do regret that I can't still buy them.
Yeah,
like I can be proud of myself for getting as many as I did when I could.
I just wish everything
It wasn't
was
a missed
available.
opportunity or anything, but like it wasn't my fault. Like they took it away from me.
I wish everything we liked was just available. Like, why do things need to not be available anymore?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense.
Fucking make them.
Are you really losing so much money on not manufacturing things?
There was that other fucking great one. I think it was like Dale Jr. sponsored.
Yes. No, is it Dale Jr.?
Dale Jr.
I don't know if there's a Junior.
It's a band.
Oh.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is a band. They
Thanks, Dan.
What's a song by that? Vocal Chords, I think, is a
Sure.
yeah.
Should I play it?
And just get us copyrighted.
Yeah.
Turns out, of all the things that took down the podcast, Dale Earnhardt Jr., the band.
I think.
What?
I think.
What was it was called Trade and Paint. Because
Yes, it was. Yes,
that's
it was.
what NASCARs do to each other when they rub up against each other. Was it Amp Relay? Was it Amp Trade and Paint? I can't spell amp trading or paint. That's my issue. Amp Trade and Paint. There it is. It was phenomenal. Orange, lime, and berry. So
Yeah.
good. I still have a can. I look at it every day and wish. All right, I'm gonna crack Nos Sonic Sour.
Yes.
What if 2024 is our Nos year?
Could be.
Who saw that coming?
No, not
Who had that on the bingo card?
Certainly not me.
Also smells good. Might be apple.
I mean, if it's a sour apple, Scott, I'm buying 1,000 of them.
Drew, it's a sour apple. Drew.
I like that.
This is fucking nos. Who knew? Maybe there's a reason it's been around for 20 fucking years. It's good. Way to go, nos.
Remember when Dale Earnhardt Sr. just like exploded in a car
Oh
accident?
my fucking god. You're gonna like that. You're gonna like the way you look.
Oh, goddamn.
Right?
Love it.
It's really good.
So good.
Nos rocks.
2024, Nos year.
Nos, guys. Can you fucking believe it?
Excellent. I love
What
it.
an absolutely pleasant surprise.
I love sour apple drinks.
Yeah,
Love them.
they're great.
All right.
I cannot drink another sip of either of these, even though I legitimately want to.
Nah, you got it.
I'll get very sick.
That's fine by me. As long as you don't do it here.
No, but it will be here.
No, you're going to do it on the way home. You'll crash your car. You'll be fine. You'll survive, but you'll crash your car.
I'm tough.
You are tough.
I'm built for tough.
You got
but I drive a Nissan.
you drive a Nissan, yeah. We're doing buffaloes. We're doing barbecues.
Let's do buffalo.
Okay.
It's just gonna be flaming hot. It's good, less hot flaming.
Yeah, I think it'll just have a little bit more flavor to it, probably.
He says. Now, maybe the. Oh no, I was wondering if there was like no cheese involved at all, but I see a block of cheddar on the, which is making a bad face. Drew's not loving it.
They are incredibly underwhelming. They just taste like Cheetos.
They are.
There's like a little tiny little flick of, except for you're eating like 40 or 50 in a row.
I
But
gotta know.
yeah, it's real underwhelming. They're just regular Cheetos.
They're
Holy shit. Like, are you starving?
not all of us had 3 of the thickest pancakes I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
but you had a big ass skillet full of meat.
I didn't eat all my potatoes. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are not bad,
Nope.
but they are not exciting.
Nope.
I'm not excited.
Oh.
It's they're are they a 5 or a generous 6?
They're a 5 for me.
They're a 6 if you're hungry, 5 regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would choose
Death.
regular Cheetos over these any day. I don't need the slight tang.
I would say
Tingle.
it's even. And I'm not going out of my way for
I think it's
Cheetos,
even too,
period.
but I would get regular Cheetos over like the little bit of tang spice that you get in it
You don't eat it.
is not it's not good enough. It's not even a flavor.
Yeah. Suck a dick, Buffalo Cheetos.
Boo.
Are you like a psychopath going savory to sweet, back to savory?
Oh yeah.
Drew, this is nuts.
You got to cleanse your palate with the
oh
sweet.
my, fine. You the man. You the man. You better man than me.
Do the jet puffed marshmallows.
Can you guys write in and say if you think it's as insane as I do that we're not doing just the Cheetos and the potato chips and then marshmallows?
Cleansing
and
the
M&Ms?
palate.
To go Cheetos, marshmallows, potato chips, M&Ms.
The marshmallows absorb all of the stuff in your mouth. You swallow it, then you put the chips in. Also,
Guys, write in.
This is the hardest bag.
You are having
Look at
a-
how much it's just like stretched.
Yeah, but no hole.
But no hole. It just keeps going.
Does it smell like French vanilla? Does it smell like marshmallow?
Not really. It kind of just smells like marshmallow. But I'm going to take a handful.
Oh, I like your style. That's a strong handful.
Again, kind of underwhelming.
They're marshmallows.
Kind of underwhelming.
Not that I don't like marshmallows. I like marshmallows.
Do you want to see how many we can fit in our mouths?
I do, but
Not on the pod. Just for us off air.
no, because like ostensibly we eat them after we fit that many in our mouths, and I feel like I might feel sick if I ate that many.
Between that and
marshmallows.
drinking your 2 noses?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like for once in my life, I'm going to engage in slightly lower risk behavior.
This isn't a truck stop.
Rules are out the door at truck stop.
Yeah, they're
Truck stop the Wild West. They taste like marshmallows.
there is nothing French vanilla about them.
No.
They're just marshmallows.
Yeah. And they're fine. They're the proper brand of marshmallow. They're jet puffed.
Yeah.
Maybe the only brand of marshmallow, but no, they're perfectly good marshmallows. But they are no more than good marshmallows.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. And they are a thing that if you eat a whole bunch of, you will feel sick. Because at the end of the day, they are 95% sugar.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Hawaiians.
And back to savory, like a psycho.
Back to Hawaiians. Give me sweet barbecue.
That was a very delicate bag opening. I like it. Ooh. Good smell? I mean, I trust Tim's. Tim's does great work.
I think it's got a good smell to it.
They do great work, although they...
Very orange.
Very orange. They, in terms of like their special batches, I feel like only one has been real good. They did a Cajun that was good, and everything else has been whatever. Because they did that Sasquatch one that hung around for a while, which was just all dressed. And then steak and onion, which was whatever. How are you like them? You're eating them fast enough that you don't hate them, certainly. And you look deep in thought. You look pensive.
I think you're going to really like them.
Nice. That's a big chip. Mmm. They're good.
A tiny bit sweet.
Tiny bit sweet and very much not a standard barbecue.
Nope.
This is definitely like a special flavor, and not just, hey, it's slightly tweaked barbecue.
Here's barbecue, and one time we took a little flick of sweet in it.
What are we looking at ingredients wise?
Oh, cum.
Interesting.
First ingredient, cum.
Fair bit of apple cider vinegar. And then spices, which
Could be anything.
yeah, paprika and garlic are the only ones they mention by name. But yeah, those are fun. I like those. Way to go, Tim's. As always, you guys do great.
And now
and
we'll
like
never be able to find them again.
yeah,
No, they're good. And like the crunchiness of the chip is great.
like the quality of Tim's
Yeah,
chips,
is always good.
great chips.
Yeah.
Great kettle chips. Where to go?
Way to go. I like them.
Yeah, they're really interesting. 7, maybe an 8.
No.
And I don't know. I didn't number rate the marshmallows. They're whatever you give marshmallows. I like marshmallows. 7.
Oh. M&M's. Easter Sundae.
Sundae. Chocolate's going to be a weird thing coming in after this particular chip flavor too.
You're wrong.
I'm going to have a drink of water. You do whatever you need to do. No.
Take a sip.
Stop pointing at things full of caffeine.
Take a sip. I like them.
I'm drinking your tap water like a peasant.
Yep. At least it's a Yeti and not a Stanley.
Yeah, so I'll live. Hey, P.S. All you also, you have to stop calling them Stanley cups. That's already a thing.
I hate it.
All you Stanley mug people, you're all getting lead poisoning. Sorry, ladies. Sorry, ladies, including my sister.
You're just not a lady.
Doesn't act like one.
Especially not what she does with horses.
They call her Mrs. Hands.
No.
These are good. I get more dark than white.
Yeah.
Because dark is a much stronger flavor than white, so that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But going in, I would, as a manufacturer, I would know that. And in terms of proportions, I would do much more white than dark, so you can get them kind of even taste-wise.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Which is why it might also might almost be better to just do a half and half bag.
Okay. But these are perfectly good.
Yeah, they're all right. I mean, they're not as good as some of the other flavors, but
They're not as good as the other ones we've got here.
nope. But those are for just us and not you. People. You people.
Yeah, those are solid, but definitely more dark than white.
Oh,
All right, good talk. We only have one more review to do as we approach the 90-minute mark, and then we can start the content. I guess we are only doing one thing. Which one thing would you like to do? Should we do
the one that we have to keep watching more of, I think, because then we can just watch more of it and go? I don't know.
I was going to say, do we do that, or just do we do the one standalone thing and then do all of the other?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I do have notes for them, but I would be afraid that I would forget it, even though I wrote notes. And I can always just re-watch the single thing in fast forward, or I don't know. I'll let you make the decision.
Which one are you?
No, it's on you.
Which one are you more afraid of forgetting?
Well, one of them I care a lot less about.
Terry?
So
not young Terry.
young Terry, I care less about that. Well, I feel like a lot of the early, like the first hour of it, to me, is worthless. It's the last 25 minutes that is the most important.
The money.
So I can always re-watch the last 25 minutes, and I'll be fine with that.
Okay.
I like Made in Abyss, so
I like Made in Abyss too. You want to do Made in Abyss?
we could do, yeah.
We'll do Made in Abyss.
Well, let's do the smells.
I got to get all the food tastes out of me, so it doesn't
So have some nos.
contract.
I'll take the sour one. I'll drink some nos.
So there's no
I'll drink all your nos.
contraindications. This is gonna be weird with chocolate in my mouth.
Nope. Just gonna clear it out.
Y'all like mouth sounds? You're probably not gonna like this if you don't like mouth sounds.
They love mouth sounds.
This has been a mouth sound
It's like
episode.
their favorite thing.
Okay. So, do we have
I've already forgot what we're doing. What are we doing?
smells?
Right.
Trying to see if I have any official write-up on it in one place, or if it was just kind of like a series of messages, which will be difficult to repeat.
Repeat?
Not really the word I was looking for. Compile and put together for you fine people. Where are we? There you are. So that's just no message with the PayPal for it. So anyway, so from friend of the show UV, we have a unique request. Let's see. How can I even search for? Because it was first brought up a while ago. I know this is fucking terrible radio.
I could be doing more, but also I want you to suffer.
That's fair.
I know you don't like the silence.
I enjoy the silence. Who's that? Depeche Mode?
Depeche Mode, of course. Noted band who played at the worst date I've ever been on.
That's right. Is this sort of what I'm looking for? God, it's so many different messages.
You're doing the worst at this.
I'm doing the worst at this. Anyway, well, I'm gonna stop trying to find something I can just read. But so, friend of the show UV is a scent and perfume fan, as a very gay person is wont to be.
And how come you're not?
Well, it's time to fix that.
Oh, you're more of a scenting marking.
I'm scenting, absolutely, yeah. If I don't smell my piss everywhere,
if you
then
ever go to
something is wrong.
Scott's house, it just reeks of his piss.
Well, you know, it's mine.
That's how I know it's Scott's house. Reeks of piss.
Yeah. So, what UV has done, it has purchased us, or at least sent me the money to purchase, which is the same thing with the middleman, from the fine people at Zoologist, not Zoophile, grow up listeners. Is
North York, Ontario.
Yeah, Canadian company, zoologistperfumes.com, if you want to check them out. I'm actually unclear if these are colognes or straight up perfumes.
Or pheromones.
Or pheromones or piss.
You're going to go outside and we're going to get raped by animals?
Yeah, Drew, we're gonna get raped.
Yeah, also, you can't rape a man.
You can't rape an animal either.
Oh, it tells you what the
Notes?
top notes, the heart notes, and the base notes are.
That's awesome. I like that.
This is some nerdy ass shit.
I think you can, like, I'm not in that world at all, but I guess with most things you can get pretty nerdy with it if you want. And I think you definitely can with scents.
Yep.
So these are from Zoologist Perfumes. They're all animal themed. UV got me the tiger, and there was regrettably, due to racism.
Oh, it's always racism.
It's always racism. No snow leopard, but there was a snowy owl, which is a closely. Did you know that snow leopards are closer genetically to snowy owls than they are to the common house cat?
I'm learning that from reading the back of the packaging.
It's a fun lie. So tell us about
Snowy owl.
Yeah. Oh man. There's like a big write up.
A thick carpet of silver envelops a landscape, untouched by the dazzling reflection of the sun. Snow stretches as far as the eye can see, while a bitter wind rolls silently across the sky, its hush barely broken by the powerful beat of an ivory wing. Despite the stillness of the Arctic, the snowy owl senses a flutter beneath the icy crust far below. Through the snow tunnels, voles scamper, oblivious to their fate. A warm glow stirs within the breast of the majestic bird as it dives, confident in its mastery over the frigid kingdom. Zoologist Snowy Owl glides on with a minty opening, while the gentle warmth of musk combines with beautiful hints of florals.
I like some musk.
It merges cool vitality with exquisite softness in a captivating scent, ideal for those who aren't afraid to take what they desire.
Oh.
This owl's a rapist. Top notes are snow accord, lily of the valley, mint, and coconut.
Interesting.
Heart notes are iris, snowdrop, white rose, mate, Frankenstein scents, and galbanum. And the base notes are ambrette, cedar, civet, musk, oak moss, tonka, and vanilla.
Were the civet and musk separate or together?
Separate.
Huh.
They all have commas after them.
So the civet it just smells like one of those weird sort of cat things.
I guess.
All right. The ones that make the nice coffee with their poop.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that seems pretty floral, but maybe also some mint.
Mint. Yeah. Well, it says mint forward, I think.
So should we just deal?
Yeah, I'll go
with
first.
Yours
No, go first. Read it. All right. And we'll go.
This is tiger.
Is gay.
The frail glow of the waning moon dwindles until only impenetrable blackness persists across the grasslands. A herd of deer venture tentatively into the expanse. Though their long necks dip to feed, their dainty legs remain tense,
You do have dainty legs.
poised to flee. Nearby, gleaming gold eyes pierce the gloom, and silky ears stiffen. I'm getting a boner. Attuned to the softest tremor. You got me with silky ears. That's too nice a way to speak. The tiger advances haltingly, intent on its prey, anticipating a moment of vulnerability. In a seamless motion, it leaps and descends upon its victim, its razor-sharp fangs sinking deep into the deer's throat. As the deer's life fades, its herd is already gone, evaporating into the night. Like the thrill inspired by a low, rumbling growl, I'm two boners. Cutting through silence, zoologist tiger couples danger with majesty. This is the best thing I've ever read. Vetiver's earthy body is licked with stripes of kumquat, saffron, and jasmine in an elegant pattern. Incense lurks at the edges, shrouded by smoky undertones of papyrus and ebony wood. Tiger arouses intrigue, putting those around you on high alert. Top notes: kumquat, cardamom, saffron. Heart notes: sambac, jasmine, incense, and carrot seeds. Base notes: vetiver, which it's a thing I don't know. Ebony wood and papyrus. Interesting. How do we want to handle this?
Drink it.
I don't think you should drink it.
Chug it.
And UV did give us tips because UV knows what UV's
here, rub. And then you touch your neck. I've used fucking perfume before.
Also,
I'm gay.
I just remembered something. When you're about to spray it on the pod.
Oh, it's a spray.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're about to spray it on the pod, make sure it's not breath freshener.
It's not Banaka.
It's not cherry Banaka. Make sure that it's not too close, that it forms a concentrated puddle on you, because that might mess up the scent, at least in my experience. And don't spray too far that it misses your skin and just exists in the air, LMAO. You've been warned. Yeah, I would say not touching you, and also not your full arm's length away. I'd say, or in my eyes. I'd say closer than that.
Nothing's happening.
You broke it.
Oh, there you go.
Interesting. I'm glad I nose sprayed before this, so I have clear sinuses. Is it florally, minty, other?
It's florally for sure, but there's a little bit of mint in there.
Because I wouldn't want too much mint. I like the other stuff more than mint.
Spray your own.
Oh.
And then we're going to smell each other.
Do a little bit.
No. In your mouth.
I'm not doing it in my mouth.
Open your mouth.
You're always trying to make me
I'm always trying to put you
in my mouth. There we go. Ooh, I kind of like this. I like mine. I think I will actually wear this. I like it.
It's now. Hear me out.
There's a thing I think you're gonna say, and it is a thing I have said about myself. My aunt got me like a sampler set of beard oils when I had more beard, and
during your more manic time of your life,
during more of my
didn't leave your home, and then
high risk behavior,
and then your sister was embarrassed by you.
You can't come to dinner with us in Tofino until you shave your beard. And there was one of the scents that was like, it was like tobacco, whiskey, and leather, and I put it on. I'm like,
I'm a man now.
This scent is too masculine for me. And that's what I thought you were going to say about this regarding me.
It really gives off an Indian vibe.
Interesting. That's the
which fits you because you're from India.
Because some of my distant relatives are Indian tigers.
Oh, your mother and father.
Damn it! God,
you bitch.
It's probably the saffron.
It's saffron.
Yeah, I like saffron a lot though.
I'm indifferent to saffron.
I like the scent. It's pushing the levels of masculinity for me, but I can pull this off better than tobacco, whiskey, and leather.
Yeah.
That's simply too much man for me.
Give me a sniffy.
Oh, yeah. It's actually not particularly minty.
Not really.
It's more floral.
Yeah.
I like that too.
It's foresty, I kind of, or like...
Yeah, floral and woodsy.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a woodsy man. I got wood.
I got wood reading the fucking tiger.
I know you did. I can see your eyes filling with cum.
This is the hottest thing I've ever read. Jesus Christ!
This is like exotic, erotic fan art for you.
It really is, and I really like the scent.
Yeah, it's good.
This is cool. So thanks, UV. This was a cool, unique thing that someone got us to do on the pod. It's the first time we reviewed extrait de parfums.
I'll do weird experiments on the podcast.
Absolutely. I'll do exclusively weird.
It's nice because I was actually thinking about like I should get perfume or
I should scent it up,
cologne or something.
Yeah,
and then here I am getting.
I think I have cologne I bought in high school.
I used to, but I think I lost it in moving.
I think I have a bottle of Gucci Envy that I bought in
2001.
99 or 2000.
Huh.
Yeah.
You're old.
How is it still good?
Yeah, I don't think it was bad.
It doesn't really, does it? Yeah,
No.
you can have scents for a long time.
I had a David Beckham that was very
Nice.
good, but I don't know where it is.
My favorite one on the rare occasions I used it, I think it was Nautica made one that I liked. But yeah, I've never been much of a. It's pretty much exclusively when I went to like school dances and shit is when I wear. Like I didn't wear it to school, and like
We weren't allowed to wear cologne to school. Yeah, they made us tone down on like because a lot of people.
I was gonna say, did you go to school with too many Armenians or something, and it was becoming a problem?
a lot of Persians.
Yeah, like just everyone is like bathed in Drakkar Noir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in high school they made us tone down the sprays.
That I could see that leading to not a great classroom experience.
No.
Yeah, that was probably for the best.
Yeah.
Sometimes fascism works.
It does.
No cologne.
No.
You abused it, you lose it.
Fun.
Yeah. I like this scent. I'm like living in this scent now.
Yeah.
I like it.
Bathe in it.
I feel like a kitty cat.
That's what I like a kitty cat.
Yeah.
From India.
No.
No.
There's saffron in Siberia. You don't know. Fuck you.
Fine. Sumatra.
That's not the compromise.
Look, it's India or Sumatra. That's what you get.
Those are shit options.
I don't know, man. You've lost a little bit of weight, so you're not as husky as a Siberian anymore.
I'm still pretty husky.
But you're not quite Twinkie enough to be a Sumatran. So
No, come on.
India.
So Bengal it is? No,
Bengal.
get out of here. You rapist.
You bastard.
Sir, I don't appreciate being called a rapist. Then don't rape.
Then don't rape
Said rape a lot on this podcast. We'll see how that fares.
poorly.
I'm going to say poorly.
Back-to-back demonetized episodes.
No, because if it's back to back, then I got to do my trick again, and the trick's annoying. Mm-hmm. But it is.
God forbid you have to do a little bit of extra work to cover up for us saying rape 40 times. Sorry, 41 times now.
We're so bad at our jobs.
Or just YouTube. Why are you so concerned about what people say and
YouTube,
do?
be cool. And also,
Human reviewer.
human reviewer, YouTube comments. Like, I have had to, and I could not even tell you what the thing that is triggering it. Because often the words that I would have guessed are triggering it was used by the person I'm responding to. But responding to people's comments on my own video, so many are getting auto-deleted by YouTube.
Huh.
It's ridiculous. And I'm like, so I'm spelling like every possible controversial word with numbers. And like, I had replying to some wrestling related thing to Brian Palmer, the Palminator, if you will.
Brian. What's up, Brian?
One of the Brians.
I'm speaking directly to you, Brian.
Like, I had to write it like 6 times. And I'm like, what even is it?
I don't get it.
Yeah, YouTube fucking sucks. We're on to Rumble. We're on to Rumble and we're going to say rape more.
I hate YouTube.
I hate YouTube.
We're allowed to say that.
YouTube, go fuck yourself.
What? Come for that.
Someone should go to YouTube headquarters. Drew and I accidentally touched hands.
And kill Susan.
Now we on purpose touched hands.
We shared an intimate moment on the pod just so everybody knows.
We're an hour 46 in.
Is that just it for the episode?
Oh, that's intriguing, actually.
And next week we just do the things we were supposed to do because we won't have snacks to eat?
Yeah? Where do you stand? Or will you forget? I
have all my notes for Made in Abyss written down, so I'm fine on Made in Abyss.
Okay.
It's your call, champ.
I don't know.
I can rewatch the last 25 minutes of that video anytime, and it'll remind me of all the things. So I'm good. So it's entirely up to you. Doing an under 2 hour episode is pretty good, though.
It feels nice sometimes.
Yeah.
We went longer. Like we did 2 because I mean we did literally this last time and then did the stuff and it was like 2:30 something.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at sub 150 and I smell really good.
And now we can just watch the rest of Made in Abyss and then like in the next week and we can just do all of Made in Abyss.
Yeah. So here's our promise to you unless we don't do it. Our promise to you unless we don't do it next week is all of Made in Abyss Season 2, episodes 1 through 12, lovingly purchased by Where Tib, one of our biggest one-time donos ever, which is fantastic.
$8.
$8. And Frederick Knutson or Knutson, I'm not sure. Frederick Nietzsche's Down the Rabbit Hole on Temple OS. Also lovingly. All requests are made with love, I think.
Yep. I feel like some of them have been made with
few
hatred.
have been made with malice.
Malice and hatred. Sonic.
But this one I think is love. From Olivia, which you can almost spell love with, but can't because wrong vowels. So we'll do both of those next week, and if anyone else wants to request anything else that isn't wildly long, or if it is, whatever, we've got a bit of time this week. We'll do all that next week. It'll be some sort of super content episode, unless we get a bunch of snacks and have to talk about Vince McMahon, and I find a third flavor of NOS. You know what? We should probably get that grape.
Should.
Right?
Yep. You should.
I might become a grapist.
Sorry, I'm distracted by John Cena playing a inning for the Savannah Bananas.
That's a cool name.
That's like that fun baseball team that does like all those viral, the dancing and the silly shit. And now they've evolved into having like celebrities come and do like one inning. So John China did it, and he accidentally called it Taiwan again. So
I don't think he did.
He said, sorry, he accidentally called Taiwan its own country again.
Yeah.
So in the post-game presser, he had to apologize to China again. That Taiwan is part of China.
In fluent Mandarin.
Yeah. Which you will never learn because you don't have the desire to learn it.
We were talking about maybe learning Chinese.
I think you're smart enough.
I might be smart enough.
I think you're smart enough.
I mean,
Scott might be the nicest thing I've ever said to you. I think you're smart enough to learn Mandarin.
That's so nice. I almost want to do it.
But you're not smart enough to wear a condom.
No. Well, it's not an intelligence thing. It's just a. Sometimes you just got to go on feel.
Yep. And smell.
Speaking of smell,
you smell good.
I'm loving this. I like yours too.
Me too.
Way to go, zoologist.
Woodsy.
I believe UV
said...
Make
a snow leopard one.
Make a snow leopard one, assholes.
Make it more snowy.
UV said he considered buying the bat one because it apparently smells bad. But
is it like a bat wing?
It's like a bat wing. But cooler heads prevailed on that.
What do we got? We got 9 minutes left. Do you want to just end it now? Or you want to go all the way to 2?
I see no reason in showing off and going all the way to 2. I think we've proven that we can. I don't think we have anything left to show people. Look,
show me yours. I'll show you mine.
Could we ramble for 8.5 minutes? Fucking easy. How many times could we say more demonetizable words in that time? Countless.
I could have just blurted out the word right there.
Cum shot.
Cum shot.